Hello, we are live. I can't believe it's taken me this long to get back onto a live on this channel. If you've just joined us, you're most welcome. It's a very special evening tonight here in the UK. It's Sunday night, and the reason I'm doing this video, it should be called something like how much YouTube pays me at 10,000 subscribers. Recently, last month or so, I hit 10,000 subscribers, the big 10K. And usually when I hit a milestone like this, I put a video up with showing all my analytics and showing how much that I get from the YouTube AdSense, the YouTube partner program. But I've been putting off this, so why not go live? And I'll show you everything literally in real time on my YouTube studio, and we'll go through the analytics together. I've got a live chat going right now. Which side of the screen is it on? I think it's this side. And anyone can say hi, so please say hi in the live chat, or if you're watching the replay of this video, say hi in the comments. It'd be great to see who's following along. And if you want to share your analytics as well, and we can all compare how things are going for us here on YouTube. One video went nuts and it went viral, or viral for me. And that video is currently at 300,000 views. So I'm going to go into that video and show you how much money that one video is getting me. And here's a spoiler, it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot more than all my other videos combined, as well as subscribers. So this is why I've gone through the 10K mark. But I usually answer comments and I try to answer questions, but we can do this in real time now, which is really exciting. So I'll say hi in the chat while we're doing this. And also, the other thing that I wanted to do was to try out StreamYard. So this live broadcast, video cast, is coming to you via StreamYard again. I don't know if I'm pointing in the right direction, but you'll see the logo up there, and I'm sure we'll have a look at that at some stage during the live stream. And I don't know what else I can tell you, other than if you're new to the channel, I do lots of experiments on YouTube, and I show how those experiments go and what you might want to try or avoid along the way. So it's to help high achieving creators and performers just like you, high five, silent five, to make more here YouTube videos. I'm finding my and the thing that me up. So I bit the bullet on live. He's after one of the biggest shows in the country, the Eurovision broadcast, and that's a week after the coronation and the coronation party. So I thought I'd get into the spirit and have a live a live video cast from the Happy Hut with my 2 cameras and no dancers, no songs, thankfully. But let's go into the Happy Hut now. How are you doing? Say in the comments what you're up to tonight. It's really great to have you. And we're going to be in here. So if I just press the button here, we're live on camera 1, and I can see that we have 2 viewers. Welcome to the big one from the hut. I think I'm going to run this for about an hour. I think it's going to take about an hour to go through every single tab on my YouTube studio dashboard. So let's see if we can put that up on screen now. Evening tonight. Now, forgive me. It's Sunday. I can hear myself in the background. Forgive me. We got StreamYard, and I'm on the free tier, so I'm trying it out just to see if this is something worth trying out, and that's going to come up 1 or 2 times during this broadcast. Say in the chat, have you used StreamYard? Have you streamed live? Any tips you can give me? I am all ears and earpiece as well. So I'm just listening to make sure that we are actually on air. Let me share a tab here. I'm going to cut to this button here. and this is how the channel is looking. So I started out just wanting to share my experiments here on YouTube in case you wanted to also try things out. And I thought if I make mistakes along the way or find things that might be helpful, that's what this channel is about. And that I still remember some of those videos from not too long ago, about 3 years ago. I ended the end board and I'd say the number of subscribers at the end of the end board, and it was, you know, 46 subscribers. And in the space of 3 years, I'll show you exactly how it's gone up. But as you can see right now, we're on 11.7 thousand subscribers, which to me seems insane. Most of this has come very recently from one video, and that one video isn't even about how to do things on YouTube. It's a Google Photos tutorial, but I thought it'd be useful in case you use Google Photos for storing videos for your YouTube channel. And it has gone absolutely crazy. Look, if I hit the popular button, let's get rid of my name. I'll bring that up later. Look, my most popular video is at an absolutely balmy 324,000 views. I'm going to show you exactly to the penny how much YouTube has given me in cash for that one video. And that video has only been live for 5 months, but it went crazy about 3 months ago at the start of the year. And it throws all of my analytics. Let's go to my YouTube studio. Now, the way this is going to work is that we've got live chat running. You might be watching this as a replay. I'm going to release this as a regular video, and I'll have chapter headings in the description so you can jump forward, because this is going to be excuse me, very conversational. So please leave comments, because I do not want to hear the sound of my voice all evening. But come in for the ride, because get yourself a drink. It is a gorgeous evening here in the UK. Tell me where you're watching from as well, because I know we have viewers from all over the world. Whoa, the chat's gone nuts. I think there's a way that I can put the chat on screen. So this is how the chat is looking at the moment. And again, if you're watching the replay, you can enable live chat by clicking on the top right hand side of your window. It says Top Chat. If you click on that, I want to break into the theme of Top Cat. Top Chat. If you click on that word, it brings up another menu for all chats, and you'll be able to see all of the comments that are coming in tonight. And if you're watching the replay, please say hello in the comments, because we'll keep the conversation going on this video. I'd like to do this a bit more often. The reason I'm doing this live is, firstly, we've hit 10,000 subscribers, so I thought it would be a live special, a live Sunday night from the Happy Heart special. But also, and you might identify with this, my editing has just, I'm a good editor, I think. I'm quite quick. But it's absolutely the logjam of all my channels. And if you're feeling that, say hi in the chat. Just say editing sucks if you if you feel the same way. And what I like to do with my analytics videos is show you everything. I'm going to show you literally every tab, and we can compare and contrast our experiences tonight. But for some reason, I've been putting off this video. I just thought, why not? Given that we've had the coronation and Eurovision here in the UK, why not go live with 2 cameras? Let me show you my other camera, and then we will see some money on screen. Let's bring my cursor over. I've got 2 screens, which I'll show you. So if I switch camera here, let's see if this works. This is a bit special. I'm hoping you can still hear me from this this microphone, but this is what the Happy Hut looks like. This is what my battle station looks like. I'd love to see what your battle station looks like. I don't know how you can share that with me, but Tell me how your setup is working for you. I think I finally, after about 5 years, I think I've finally got things roughly how I want. So I can see your chats and comments over here on that screen. And I've got StreamYard going on this screen. So if I hit cross and pull the, let's punch the camera up full screen, and I'll show you the field of dreams. And there's no image stabilization on this, so it is going to be a little bit shaky. And I've got the chamomile tea going. Tell me what you're drinking. I'll just do some more warm up for another minute before we get into all the statistics. But there's plenty of time to get some popcorn, get your favorite beverage of choice. And this is what, if you've not seen StreamYard before, this is how the console looks. So I can, oh, look at that, Mr. Shaky Hands Man. I need to switch the decaf. Look, I can switch up anything I want along the bottom here. So if I could put me on the left-hand side of the screen there with the chat. And we've got a nice video of the Happy Hut here. Let's take that, and I'll add that to the stream. So I thought I'd get into the spirit. See, it was the trickery of... of live broadcasting. I thought I'd record that bit just so that it took the pressure off the beginning, and I can also switch back to this camera. So StreamYard is working out very well for me at the moment, and I'm going to switch cameras back. Let's put you over here. But if you have any questions about my YouTube setup, again, we'll go through that, and I'll be able to take your comments thanks to StreamYard, and we'll put them on screen, which is quite exciting. Let's switch cameras back to camera 1. I'm hoping my microphone stays through all of that. So it's gonna be interesting watching back on this stream. We're gonna get to the money. I promise you, we're gonna get to the money. The promise of the title will be happening. Let's stop the bird song in the background. Let's have a look at some of your questions. So I'm just going to whiz through some of the highs that have been coming in. It's so good. Thank you so much for even being here, let alone saying hi. I'm going to put me bigger on the screen there. Oh, not that much bigger. So we have P of the J of the R. We've got KP. Hi, KP. We've got So_L. Algernon Sour Gravy. Obsidian. I love your channel titles. You're so much more inventive than me. I started off, well, no, I just kept it as my name, and then I started a second channel, and I'm going to show you my revenue from my second channel, my dad channel, which is the Dad Delivers vlog. It's not doing nearly as much traffic as this channel that you're watching right now, but it's a labor of love, and that's growing. That's at about 2,000 subscribers, and I'll show you how much money I'm earning from that as well. So we've got Algernon, you're in Cambridge, representing Cambridge. Thank you. US baby, of course. P of the J of the R. Obsidian has a question. Let's see, what's that? Hey, KP, South Coast. I'm in the south of the UK also. I don't want to dox myself just yet, and it's irrelevant. But I'm in the lower half of the UK, quite near the coast. So Obsidian, you asked, right? Let's put you up first. Thank you for your question. Now, if I hit this button, I think I can show it on screen. Oh, here we go, Obsidian. Let's get rid of the banner. If you want to join the live chat, I think YouTube explains it to you, but you do have to subscribe to the channel. It's really easy. Just hit the subscribe button. So Obsidian asks, that's a great channel name, and I can see you've got a block of Obsidian too. When you hit 1,000, can you monetize? That is such a good question. Sort of. You have to have 4,000 hours watch time, and I'll show you how the watch time works in my analytics in a moment. And I know I'm teasing everyone with coming up, but I'm just going to sort out all the business and say hi to everyone. So yeah, you need 4,000 cumulative hours of watch time. So that means all of the watch time that your viewers have watched added together in the last 365 days. So you've got to get 4,000 hours and have those 4,000 hours in the last year. So if you've clocked them up over 2 years, it doesn't count. They only just count as a rolling count the very last 365 days. Say in the comments and the chat if you are struggling with gaining subscribers or gaining watch time. I've tried setting up 4 channels, and for me, every time it's the watch time. And the advice that I've been given is doing things like this. Doing live streams apparently helps clock up the watch time. That's not why I'm doing this. Excuse me, it's chamomile tea. But for me, it's the watch time that's harder. So let me know what's harder for you. Can I scroll down? I can scroll down. Look at this. Oh, the technology. So I hope that helps, Obsidian. Great question. Oh, yes, and you can't have any strikes. Thank you, P of the J of the R. Obsidian, how long did it take for me? Well, I'm not sure I'm a good person to compare with, because I've been on YouTube since 2012, I think. So I've been on for a long time. And back then, you didn't need 1,000 subscribers and you didn't need 4,000 watch hours. So I actually got monetized with, I think, 18 subscribers, and I got about 18 cents a day, which was brilliant. And they stopped it with Adageddon. Was it Adageddon? Where YouTube changed all the rules because they had to please the advertisers. And it's not called Adageddon, wasn't it? It'll come to me later on. But so all my money stopped, and then I had to wait for the 1,000 subscribers. But I think properly it took me about a year and about 100 videos. But I had been there a long time as well. But I then started making videos that were consistent, so the same types of video. And I started off vlogging in 2019. I was filming myself when I was working in Manchester, which is in the north of the UK here. And I loved those vlogs. But nobody watched them. And then I started sharing videos like this, where I showed just how YouTube worked for me. And then those videos did really well. And something I'm going to be talking about later on in the feed is I have a background in the media, but actually I found it harder because of that. So if you're coming to this fresh, you have got such a big advantage because you can try anything and just go for it. Whereas my problem was that because I work with like the best video editors in the country and the best sound recordists and the best art directors, I'm made a video and it just looked rubbish compared to that. And that was such a wrong way of looking at it. So I think if you have a background in media production, I would say it's a lot harder, because you're constantly comparing yourself with the wrong things and not focusing on the right things, which is to just get videos out. And there are a lot of YouTube gurus. They're really pushing my button at the moment because they're saying, "Oh, don't put lots of videos out," and that is absolute rubbish. Things took off for me when I managed to get regular videos out, because I got better at it. It meant that people who were watching a video were more likely to click on another video, so that was a good sign for the algorithm. But most of all, it just meant that things got better and better for me. So I'm going to show you the only metric that counts on YouTube for me right now, and it isn't click-through rate, and it isn't thumbnails and titles. Obsidian, if you have, let's put this up on screen. I'll go back to the comments. It's a really good question. If you have 4,000 hours and 1,000 subs, excuse me, a drink. Does it make it easier, or can I just have 1,000 and still monetize? Oh no, Obsidian, ask as many questions as you like, because you're asking questions that everyone is feeling. So thank you. I'm really grateful for the question. You have to have both. So if you have 4,000 hours and 1,000 subs, you literally get an email from YouTube to say, do you want to monetize your channel? If you click in Studio, should we put Studio up? Finally, Neil. What time is it? We're 20 minutes into the stream, and we'll finally, yeah, finally see your studio. Look, you're able to see all my money. Ka-ching. Oh, not yet. Oh, big tension. So on the left-hand side here, Obsidian, if you click on the top 3 bars, you can do this along while you're watching the stream. And if we scroll down here, you will see Earn. I think that's the right one. And inside Earn, it will show you where you're at with monetization. Now, mine looks different from yours because I am monetized. But if you click on the $, the dollar sign in YouTube Studio, so that's studio.youtube.com. I'll put that up as a, should we put that up? Look at this. This is really clever. Look, I type in studio.youtube.com and then we can put that on the screen here. So if you type that into your browser, you can follow along with me and see your analytics. So click now on the $ just to see what kind of thing YouTube is telling you. So this is telling me, oh, I probably shouldn't be showing quite so many details, I think. But if you click on the $, that should open up where you're at with the monetization. That tab used to be called monetization. Now it's called Earn. They're trying to make things a lot easier on YouTube. It's good on them for that. So let's go back to the dashboard. And I want to see your questions as well. So Obsidian, I hope that answers your question. Basically, YouTube will tell you when you've hit what they need. And then you just follow the on-screen instructions. There are lots of good tutorials, and there's some on my channel as well, on how to get monetized and how long it takes. But yeah, don't even look at it until you've put 100 videos out. Just get the videos out, because when you are monetized, you're going to need to keep getting views and wanting to get repeat views. And that only comes from sheer volume of videos on your channel. Oh boy, do I talk. So should we go in? Yeah? Should we go in? I'll click on analytics. Dun, dun, let's go full screen. So your channel, it says, which is my channel, got 65,000 views in the last 28 days. That's gone down. And I'll show you how that's affected or been affected recently. Let's take off this so you can see everything. And I'm going to go through every one of these tabs. Can you see my cursor? You can't see my cursor. So we're going to go through all these tabs on the top: overview, content, audience, revenue. But let's take a look at the last 28 days. Watch time, I'm getting, you're probably throwing things at the screen right now. If you're trying to get 4,000 watch hours, I've managed to get 3,000 watch hours in a month. But disclaimer, oh, you can see my cursor. I'm gonna go on screen for this. This is all from one video. And what happened was, in the middle of last year, I was on about 300 hours per month. And if you fall below 4,000 hours in a year, they can take the monetization away from you. And I was getting really, actually no, it was probably about 600 hours, but it was not looking good. So I just made some more videos and things went crazy. Let me put up here. If you click on the top right hand side, hang on, let's go cinema layouts. On the top right hand side here, we can choose. So let's hit 90 days. And look at that spike. That is what happened. I got 873 hours in a day. And then it kind of settled down again. So we're on a regular, boring bump, but I'm very grateful for all the money this one video is bringing in right now. In the last 90 days, had nearly 300,000 views. That's going down at the moment because these big nice peaks where I got 13,000 views in a day, oh, happy days, they're sort of behind us now. And the subscribers, again, this was mostly from one video, but I was getting 200 in a day, which was lovely. And now we're on about 20 subscribers a day, which again, I'm very, very happy with. And the revenue in the last 90 days, we had, let me show you this day, $43 in a day, which was, I'm so grateful for. But now, we're now looking at about $10 to $15 a day, which is going down very well, I have to say. And you know, I'm broadcasting this in the sort of the Western Hemisphere. Unfortunately, I can't feed my family on this kind of money every 3 months. But it is, my goodness, when I was getting 18 cents a day, to be getting $20 a day, it just feels good. So if you're thinking of doing this, my only message to you is to keep going. Just keep going. Keep getting those videos out, because one of them will explode. If I scroll down, I'll show you what videos are doing the business. And I'll go from 10 up to 1. And if this is what you'd like to see, then please, you know, let me know in the chat. But if there's anything that you're not that interested in, or something that you'd prefer me to focus on, put it in the chat and we'll go through it together. So at number 10 in the last month, I've got this video about how to clean the roof of a car, because my kids, this was years ago, we're looking at 7 years ago, they accidentally, on purpose, drew all over the car. So I showed how to clean it, and that has been bringing in really nice money. Should we have a look at the money for this? So that brings in $3 a month. And if I go to lifetime, the total money that's brought in the last 3 years, it looks like that. It's $132 for a video, which is, you know, lovely. But in my brain, I'm thinking, oh, why can't I get one of those videos out every day? Then I could do this full time. And, you know, you've just got to do this leap of faith. If I go lifetime, oh, it is showing lifetime. Oh, that's views. Yeah, revenue. Look. So I was earning money from it back when we didn't need 1,000 subscribers. Look at that, 1 or 2 cents a day. And then when I was remonetized in March 2020, just before the lockdown, pure coincidence, it then goes back to earning money cents. So that's number 10 in my top 10. I don't know, I won't go through all 10, don't worry. I'm just showing you these as examples. And then I've got how to add subtitles to your videos. That's at number 9. Number 8, what happens at 1,000 subscribers? Obsidian, you might like that video. I'm sure you don't need or want to watch any more of my videos. But if you do, that video, I actually show you the process of what happens when your channel reaches the big 1,000. Excuse me. I had the biggest McDonald's tonight with my family. Thanks, Dad, for that treat. But I've got a bit of nerves with being live and talking for an hour and showing literally everything that I'm earning from YouTube. So thank you for your patience. Then during lockdown, everyone wanted to know how to record things on Zoom, and I've got a little tutorial on what happens when that goes wrong. That brought in quite a lot of money. That's got quite a high RPM. I'll show you that. RPM is how many dollars per 1,000 views. So if I go to the revenue tab, this video about Zoom calls earned me $800 in its lifetime. So that's in 3 years. And if you scroll down, you might not have this yet if you're not monetized, but you get a little revenue tab at the top, and you can see a breakdown of how that. Let's put my face away. It shows you exactly how that breaks down. And what's really nice about this video, can you see in this box here, video performance? It says revenue for every 1,000 views, which is RPM. The word M is from the Latin mille, which means 1,000, which is very pretentious. So YouTube explains it there. Revenue for every 1,000 views, $10.30. For every 1,000 views, I earn $10. Now that's not true of every video. Some of my videos, let's go the other side. Some of my videos have an RPM of $3 per 1,000 views. And we'll see that on my dad channel. This channel seems to earn roughly, we can see, let me show you. So this is how you work out the RPM for your channel. If I click on revenue over here, so this is my revenue for the last 28 days. I've earned $409. If I scroll down, look, if you move the cursor, you can see what you earn each day. And then if I scroll down, I'm working on 2 monitors, which is very luxurious. My RPM is $6.48. So overall, you can work out how much money I'm earning by multiplying the thousands of views by $6.48. So every time I get 1,000 views, I earn in my bank account, thank you very much, Google AdSense, I earn $6.48. And you can see how much I've earned over the last 6 months. And I could show you more than that when I click on see more. But sorry, my face is covering part of it. Let's get rid of that. So far in May, we're halfway through May, and the channel's pulling in $186. I did really well in March when the the views went crazy for my #1 video. And so it shot up from, you can see in December I earned $123, and it just rocketed up, which was really nice and helped me to keep going and make more videos. These are my top earning videos. I'm going to jump to this crazy one in a moment. But if I click on see more, you can see it shows you this crazy line graph of the top 5 videos. And you can see that one video, the blue line, if I just stay still for a moment, how to fix your Google storage space, that earned $9.47 that day. And you can sort of track it. So the blue line goes, let's go to the biggest one, where it earned $16 on the 26th of April. If I scroll down, YouTube Studio shows you how, let's get rid of this strap. It shows you how much each video earned. So now I'm going to click on the cross. I'm going to have to change this so I can move around a bit more easily. Let's go to the highest earning video, which is how to fix your Google Photos. I'm going to put me on screen again. So if you are on Android, there's Google Photos, stores photos and videos, but if you go over 15 gigabytes of data, they start shutting your Google account down, and they invite you to pay a subscription. So I made a video about how to avoid that and how I avoid it and how to bring your account back under the 15 gigabyte storage limits. And this video has just gone crazy because everyone was feeling the pain of that. So here's another tip. If you have a channel and you're making videos on a subject, what are the hardest things in that subject? Just make a video about it. Even if everyone else has made one, it will be your take and your solution and your workaround. And I wasn't expecting it to do this. 1,600 $22, which is absolutely insane. You can see how it's grown. So it started off, la 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 la, you know, well, that's nice, getting the odd dollar here and there, here and there. And it went, and then in February, it really leapt up. It's on this course now. And I keep thinking any day now it's going to run out. Any day. And if I put up the last 90 days, you'll see the roller coaster I've had. Here we go. Come on. I'm so sorry. It's Sunday night, so my whole family are watching Netflix, Disney Plus, and I think we've got some Minecraft realms going on. So, mind you, I think the whole nation is probably online, which is slowing us all down. But this is how this video is doing. So when you see that that channel is bringing in $15, you can see that this one video is bringing in most of that, which is wonderful. I'm so grateful, but I'm very aware that this could all go away and just end tomorrow. So I'm just going to carry on making those videos. It's brought in nearly 3,000 subscribers, and it's brought in 13,000 watch hours. So if you do keep on making the videos and one of them takes off, I mean, you can't guarantee that it's going to happen, but when it does, it feels good. And then you think, oh, I wish the rest of my channel was like that, because then I could just do this all day long. Let's go back to your comments. I hope that's useful. Tell me if I'm telling you stuff you already know, or tell me if you have any other questions. Adpocalypse. I knew I got it wrong. Adageddon. I like Adageddon. I think Adageddon's good, but you're right. Thank you, Pete of the J of the R. The Adpocalypse. Of course, the Adpocalypse. We should do a little quiz, shouldn't we, on YouTube? How do you get the money? Is it Google AdSense? Right. So there is a video. I'm going to put it in the description. It explains everything, and it will walk you through what happens step by step. Hey, I wonder if I could put it in the chat. I might do that in a minute. Does watching in speed 2 speed earn streamers less somehow? Yeah, that's a good question, isn't it? Because we'll watch speeded up, don't we? And the funny thing with that is that affects the watch time, because, and the percentage viewed, because you could have it's this one here, engagement. You could have, say, 37% of the video watched, or 100% of the video watched, but only half the time. So the speed does affect things. I don't know is the answer to that question, because I didn't show you, did I? Let me show you this. So I'm waffling away thinking that you could see this. So this is my retention for this video. And so my average is 3 minutes 39. Let's scroll down. So what I was trying to say was, if you, as a viewer, watch 100% of the video, of a 10-minute video at double speed, that will show up and be recorded as 5 minutes watch time, but 100% completion, I believe. And that's how your completion rate could go over 100%, because you could rewatch sections as well, which adds up watch time. All I know, let's go back to the question, Algernon. All YouTube seems to worry about is overall watch time, I think. I mean, obviously it takes into account percentage viewed, but it really likes videos that have higher watch time. And I've seen that happen so many times on my channel, that if you can keep people just watching full stop, it's all right if they're watching double speed, because just as long as they're watching. So I'm not sure that's a good answer to your question, because also if you're watching double speed, you'll get to the mid-roll ad breaks quicker, so you'll get served more ad breaks, I think, would be my gut instinct with that. So I think if anything, you might be earning them more money, because you're getting through more videos if they have videos enabled to appear within the video. Here's another thing that you may not know. If the video is shorter than 8 minutes, then no ad breaks are put in the middle of the video. If it's longer than 8 minutes, excuse me, you have the option to put in mid-roll ad breaks. And there's another video that I made showing where I put 13 ad breaks in one video to see what would happen. And that, I think that video did quite well. The apocalypse, yeah. Thank you, Obsidian. I hope that answers. Can't you just go and watch one of your videos on a different account over and over again and just keep getting more and more watch hours? That is a really good question, and I would really advise against that. P of the J of the R, because someone said in my comments, I know about this. I won't say the channel, but they said that their monetization was stopped because YouTube had detected unusual activity. So if you watch something over and over again, YouTube's recording all kinds of data on us. It records the device we're on, the mood we're in, the things we watch. You know, it records whether you're watching on a phone or on a TV screen, and what kind of videos you're watching, and you're watching in short bursts or longer runs. But it records all other kinds of data that it doesn't release to us, like the IP address that it's coming from, your unique internet web address. It's just streams of data that it's crunching through, and it only shows us just a tiny portion of it on the YouTube Studio. So I would advise really strongly against trying to do that, trying to farm your views, because I think it can be detected, and I know people who have had their monetization stopped when they haven't done that, but the system has detected unusual watching. There are lots of really interesting videos on this subject, so I would advise having a look at some of those. But the biggest, most interesting thing about YouTube videos is, have you noticed that when a video is clocking up views, when it hits 301 views, the counter freezes and it stays on 301 for, could be a few hours, sometimes it's a few days. And what's happening there is that YouTube's servers are collating all the data. That's the point. 301 views is when YouTube drills into the data a bit more, and it takes out what it calls legitimate views. So that those are views from all around the world, from just people watching a video, and it removes suspicious activity, and it also removes your own views. And I think your own views don't have to be on your accounts. I think it's got all kinds of ways of detecting your IP address. So I think it would be better to spend that time thinking up ideas for new videos. Personally, if it was me, and I'd spend that time making more videos for YouTube than just watching one of your videos on an endless loop. Because once you get over 301 views, those repeated views are taken away. There's also, they also count one view as a view within a certain time period as well. So if you keep hitting replay, that only counts as one view anyway. And when it hits 301 views, it's going to go through the data to see how those views were made. So again, I'd spend that time doing some subtitles or coming up with some good thumbnails if it were me. And I'm not a YouTube expert. I'm just sharing my journey here on YouTube and some of the things that I've noticed and some of the things that you've been telling me in the comments. And that was one of the things I was told. So fantastic question. Thank you, P of the J of the R in the U of the S of the A. Really appreciate you being here. So let's go back into the YouTube Studio, and we will look at audience for this one video. So this was my superstar video. And so I'll put me on this side because it's a bit weird that I'm looking to the right when actually I'm looking to the monitor on the left. There we go. No, I'm still looking to the right. That doesn't work. So you can see they're nearly all new viewers. And then the revenue in the last 90 days, it's $1,100. Let's go to the last month. $288 a month from one video. And we'll go down to RPM. Let's bring up RPM, which is how much we earn per 1,000 views. It's $6. It's clipping it off there. That's useful, isn't it? Oh, yes, 666. Ain't that the truth? So yeah, $6.66 per 1,000 views. I'm not a superstitious person, he says, straightening his shirt. But that's how much. So, and that's kind of similar for the rest of the channel. The whole channel videos is $6.46, I do believe, if I haven't remembered that correctly. And have I got any other stats? And it shows you how those ads are added up. CPM, let's go through CPM. So we've dealt with RPM, which is how much money you earn per 1,000 views. CPM is just the cost that the advertisers pay. And usually it's about sort of nearly double the RPM. That's because YouTube splits the revenue on regular. There are all kinds of ways you can earn revenue. You can have tips and memberships, and premium views. So if someone's watching this on YouTube Premium, you get some money for that. You can see it on the just on the top of the screen there, the breakdown. I've got $285 from the ads, and I'm in the way again. $2.85 for the premium views. And YouTube splits its revenue with us. So if the money it gets for your video is 100%, I believe the split is 55% of that money goes to us and 45% goes to YouTube. So of that $15, let's scroll down again, per 1,000 views, that's kind of split 55%, 45%, and that is why the RPM is is that. Even though that doesn't seem to be 55%, does it? Even my schoolboy maths can work that out. But it gives you a rough idea of advertisers paying more for some videos than others. Here are some things that affect your RPM. I really want to make a video on this. If you want to make more dollars per 1,000 views, it's really simple. Make the videos longer. That's one way, because more ad breaks will be served in the video. Another way is to choose your topic. So if you're doing a gaming video, that's going to appeal to a younger audience that advertisers pay less money for. So if you want to have a higher RPM, for me, making gardening videos for old people, that brings in a lot more money than how to fix something on your phone, which has a younger audience. So the topic affects the RPM, and the geography affects the RPM. So if most of your viewers are in the United States, those views pay more than views from the UK or views from somewhere such as India. So different RPMs for different countries. You and I have no control over this, of course, but it's interesting to know, and it might affect the types of videos that you make and the type of language that you use in the titles and in the videos. That could affect how people around the world are watching your video. So we've done topic, we've done length, we've done geography. There are a few other things that affect the RPM. Those are the big ones for me, I've found. I hope your drink is going well. I think I need another slurp. Excuse me while I'll go back to the dashboard. I stole this mug from the BBC. Don't tell them. Let's go back to the channel and we'll go back to the overview. So we've done views, watch time, subscribers, and it shows you what you usually earn. So for the subscribers, I had 600 new subscribers in the last month, and if I hover the cursor over, it tells me it's not fired it. There we go. It tells me what I usually get, and because I'm in crazy town at the moment because of this one viral video. The typical number of subscribers is it's somewhere between 100 and 700, 780. That's useful, YouTube. Thank you. It is somewhere between those really huge differences. But at the moment, it seems to be quite regular at around the 20 subscriber a day mark. You've probably tried this as well. If you hit on the right hand side here, see where it says see live count. Let's click on that. And it shows you the number of subscribers going up in real time. So today, I started the day yesterday, the end of yesterday at 7:47, and we are now at 7:59. So what's that? That's 12 subscribers today. Yes, halfway to the 20 today. I hope it's another 20 today. And we can see the real-time views as well. So I click on see more. So I'm doing roughly 2,500 views a day. This is the last 48 hours. So I'm in the way again. Let's turn that off and lose that. So in the last 48 hours, it's nearly 5,000 views. And in the last 60 minutes, 126 views. And that just changes all the time. You can see that anytime in your YouTube Studio or on your YouTube Studio app, if that's easier to just watch it on your phone, which I do quite a lot. Let's go back. I'm going to show you how much I earn on the other channel in a moment. We'll just get through these tabs. So the content, the overall content, getting 65,000 views. Impressions, let's look at impressions. How many impressions do you get in a month? Please leave a comment if you're watching the replay, or in the live chat, throw in how many impressions a month you get. Impressions are how many thumbnails YouTube shows to viewers. And then the click-through rate is how many people click on those thumbnails. So let's put the click-through rate explanation up. And I'll click on click-through rate. So for click-through rates, the way it works is if you have 100 thumbnails, let's put me on screen again. If you have 100 thumbnails and 10 people click on those thumbnails, you have a click-through rate of 10%. So that's what this percentage is. It's just how many people click on it. And it's interesting, but I have no control whatsoever. I've said this on every single analytics video. I'm going to say it again. I have no control over who YouTube shows my thumbnails to. So I have no control on the click-through rate. I can influence it by making good titles and good thumbnails that people might want to click. But YouTube is constantly testing videos on new viewers. So I'm not going to get hung up on my click-through rate. It's an interesting thing to have. What's more important to me is getting more videos out to build a regular audience and to get better at making videos. So I'm going against the gurus who are saying, oh, you should try and increase your click-through rate. It's like, well, yeah, but I'm not the one putting thumbnails out to people, am I? And I've seen it on the video that went crazy nuts. It suddenly showed a lot of impressions because it was trying it out on new audiences, and the views went up, but the click-through rate went down. And I did that on the last analytics video, that when more impressions are shown, the click-through rate goes down a bit because new people the video's being tested out on new people. I've got no control over this, so I'm not going to get any sleepless nights from what my click-through rate is. I will get sleepless nights if I haven't got tomorrow's video ready, and that's all I'm concentrating on at the moment. Average view duration is, again, it's just a bit of a meaningless figure because this is On average, for all of my 250 videos on my channel, it averages about 2 minutes 54. Should we see how that's changed over time? Last 90 days, it's gone down a bit because the average for the last 90 days is 3 minutes. And for the last year, that average view duration is lower again. So it has increased here. So that would be, yeah, last year. This one video has had such a massive effect on all of the statistics on my channel, because I was quite happily bumping along with an average view duration of 1 minute 30. And then because that one video about Google Photos gets so many views, that really overtakes most of the statistics. And this is pretty much tracking how many people, you know, what the view time is on that one video that's getting hundreds of thousands of views. The overall audience, and you can change between, you can do this right now on your channel. Oh, I thought there was a little button there for videos and shorts. Let's go last 28 days. And it shows how many viewers have come back. So the purple line are viewers that have watched my channel before, and the blue line at the top are new viewers. So those new viewers pretty much mostly are watching that Google Photos video. And the purple line are how many regulars, you know, someone who's coming back for another video, how many of those views. So the unique views is 47,000 of the, what, 64,000 are new viewers. And these are the subscribers, just bumping along nicely. Revenue we've done already, so I've gone through that. Let's scroll through. That's what I've been earning for the last few months. And research is a new tab. Oh, it's fairly recent. You can actually search topics. So if you say you have a channel on Minecraft, you type in Minecraft, you can see what the top searches are in that territory. And then you can change the filters. So that's all searches. If we go content gaps only, this is where there aren't videos, that many videos for the topic. There's a bit of a shortage. So if you put your topic in here, this tab will show you what most people are looking for and not getting. So you might want to make a video on this subject. So shaders for Minecraft PE, I don't even know what that is. If you know what that is, make a video on it, because there aren't enough videos on that topic. So that's what the research tab is for. Let's go back to overview. And we'll see if there are any other questions. Hey, Upinong. I hope I've pronounced that properly. Are you live or it's a premiere? Unfortunately, this is live. This is what I'm like in real life. I edit my videos really carefully and take out all the gaps, all the awkward pauses where I go a lot. So you're getting the Happy Hut unplugged at the moment. So it's great to have you along if you're still here. Appreciate the question. And thanks P of the J of the R for saying that I am live. Let's go back. I think that's pretty much everything on this channel. If you have any other questions, put them in the comments or the chat. I'm going to go to another channel now. So if I go full screen, because it's going to get messy, me trying to do this while it's on screen. It's so good. The questions that I get are really interesting. Just across the board on all the videos on my channel, and I do appreciate them. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments video. But we're going to show you other channel, and I'll show you how many I'm getting from that other channel. So if I click that button and that button, who wants to see how much money I'm earning? So you saw I'm earning about $500 per month on the other channel. On this channel, I'm not doing nearly as much business, but this channel's only been live for a couple of years, and it was monetized this time 1 year ago. So we can now go through how much money YouTube pays me for this channel. So we'll go into analytics. I wish I had a drum roll. But here we go. That's how much I earn in a month for my other channel. And should we get it up on here? So I'll just show you what the channel looks like, because there is a really useful metric that YouTube doesn't share with us easily. And I'm going to show you the one metric that I'm watching for all of this year. So if I put this up, can you guess what the metric is? It's right there, 143 videos. That is the only statistic that I want to increase for both channels. I want the total number of videos to go up. This channel that you're watching right now with 11,000 subscribers has 250 videos live. This channel has 143, and it's only been going for a couple of years. So that is why I'm not doing as much money on this, I think. And also because of the topic as well. I don't think people are that excited about a dad doing DIY, or if they are, YouTube hasn't discovered it yet. So, but I love making these videos. And don't get me wrong, I really love this channel, and I really enjoy sharing my YouTube experiments with you and hearing your experiments too, and the information that we get to share. But I really like making my little dad videos of me like building stuff and buying gifts and unboxing things. So this is a slightly different story, as you can see, because I'm only getting about 1,300 views a day. It's getting better. There's a reason why. Like if I go to 90 days, you'll see a little bit of growth. Oh, look, can you see? It's definitely growing over the last 90 days. And if I show all of this year, so if I go 2023, look how it's grown. But the reason it's grown, there's a little clue on the right hand side, and that's because I have some videos about gardening tools, and when the sun comes out, these videos are hidden most of the time, and then as soon as we hit April, we get I get lots of views for my lawn mowing videos. You can see just in that little top 10 there, how to change a strimmer line, best fly mower. So these are doing well, and I'm hoping that sharing these statistics helps you to compare your statistics, and I hope you're not comparing them unfavorably, because the worst thing to do is to compare how things are going, because we're all on different journeys. This could change overnight, and also this could be a lot better as well. But I'm really happy with how it's going, because I really like making these videos. So just scroll down and you can see just from the thumbnails what kind of videos are going out on this channel. Wow, it really shows you everything in the last 48 hours. So I'm going to show you how much revenue that pulls in. Don't worry, I won't go through all of the tabs on this one. But so far in 2023, it's 5,000 hours, 600 subscribers in the year so far, so that's good, and $490 so far in 2023. Let's go straight to the chase. Let's go to the big revenue button, and I'm going to have to move myself again, aren't I? Let's go to the other side of the screen. Oh, we had a good day yesterday. Look at that. And I'll tell you why. So you can see that the revenue is going up, and that's because my gardening videos are slowly kicking in, and people are having to mow the lawn and look for a new mower and change the line on the strimmer. Yesterday was the best day in 2023. I had no idea. This is news to me. I'm very excited about this. I got $6. So if you add that to the, if I can remember, I think it was $11 on this channel. That means overall I was paid $17 yesterday for these views. This channel is a bit more difficult though, because the videos are shorter. They're all how-tos or unboxings. So what tends to happen is that people watch it and go, great, that's the mower I'm going to buy. Buy, and off they go, and I never see them again. And so the views are shorter, and the viewers don't tend to watch another video. Whereas on this channel, the channel you're watching now, I share my YouTube journey with you. So if you're interested in tips and tricks on YouTube, you might watch another one of my videos, or you might watch a few of my videos. That's why I get more money on this channel, I think. The niche on my Dad Delivers channel is me. I'm the only constant thing on that channel, and people are too busy mowing their lawn to want to come back. So the RPM, let me put the reminder back on screen if you're just joining us on this live chat, on this live stream rather. $3.41. So the RPM on this channel is $6.48, if I remembered that correctly. So I earn double the money on this channel that you're watching right now per 1,000 views than I get from my Dad Delivers channel. And so that's because it's shorter videos. The RPM is slightly higher for some of them because it's for older people and people who are looking to buy products, so the advertisers want to get to them. But look at the geography. Most of my audience are in the UK because they are UK products. So you can see my top geographies here. 54% of my views come from the UK. And the UK doesn't pay as much money per 1,000 views as the US. Whereas this channel here, oh, I should have shown, we should go through that, shouldn't we? I wonder if I can log in on my other window and we'll compare the two. So you can see that 57% of my audience are from the UK. Let's go back to my other channel, the channel you're watching now. And we'll look at the audience and we will see if it is more than 57%. So going analytics. And we'll go to audience. And you can play along with this on your studio.youtube.com. The audience is, scroll over. Oh, I hate it when it does this. Look, it holds the box up. There we go. Oh man, it's so annoying. Oh, if anyone from YouTube is watching, I love your work, but that is quite frustrating. Yeah, look at this. On this channel that you're watching right now, my top geographies, 25% from the USA. So of the 5 people watching now, one of them is going to be from the United States-ish. India is my next biggest viewership. Hello, India. If you're watching in India, it's really brilliant to see you. And thanks for saying hi in the comments, because I do read them and reply to them. But only 6% are in the United Kingdom. So that is quite a difference from my Dad Delivers channel, which looks like that. And it also shows you what else the audience does. And my breakdown on age and gender. So for my Dad Delivers channel, because they're how-to videos, it's quite a broad mix there, but I have got quite some older viewers. And if I compare that with this channel, let's scroll down and move around. The viewership on this channel, bizarrely, is a lot younger. So I actually said earlier that the RPM goes higher as the age goes up. That's not entirely true. The biggest difference, I think, is with the geography and where your people are watching, where your viewers are watching from. I'm just going to go back to the live chat to see if... Hey, Opinong, let's go back to the chat. Here's another question. What if the people watching have ad blockers? Do I still get paid? I don't know, because I don't know how the ad blockers work. Let's put your comment on screen and we'll talk about this for a short time. That's a really good question. I don't know how ad blockers work, because I thought ad blockers actually block the banner display ads, but I might be wrong. You might know much more about that than I do. I think most of my revenue comes from video ads that are played in the video stream, and I'm not sure that ad blockers stop those, do they? If you have an ad blocker, do you still get ads on YouTube? I'd love to know. Leave a comment. Be good to know more about that. So I don't worry about that. Maybe I should worry about that, Pete of the J of the R, but I don't. I just try to get more videos out, and I just try to increase overall views. If the views go up, my money goes up. Sometimes the money goes crazy up on the same number of views, and that's because the RPM jumps around, and I have no control over that. And the RPM jumps around because of the geography of where the people are watching in the world on that particular day. So, excuse me. I just try to get more views, and the way I try to get more views is to put more videos out. So if you have any experiments on that, I would love to hear about them, because overall, when you're getting 3,000 views a day, it just all kind of merges into one. Let me share this tab again. I'll go back to the dashboard. It just all merges into one. So you can look at the shape of the views, and then I'll click on the revenue, and you can see that the revenue pretty much follows the views. And it's really going up because I'm in the summer months for here. Videos that hit my world. So, you know, that you're doing a Christmas video or some other national holiday video for a nation that has a good RPM, that would be a good thing. And that's what's happening with this channel. The top content in 2023, I'll just show you my top 10, because it might show you how the topic affects the views. And it's a shame that I'm blocking some of the thumbnails. But number 10, so we've got how to buy postage online in the UK. See, that does really well. I get lots of views, but only people in the UK watch it. So if I go into the analytics and then go to the revenue, it takes a while for the revenue ka-ching to be outside. And I'll click on revenue. See, it's not really earning that much money, and the RPM is $2.14. So I only earn $2 for every 1,000 views of that video of how to buy postage online. And that's because it's in the UK and people are in the UK, and the UK doesn't pay as much money. Same for my central heating furnace, I think you call it in the States. We call it a boiler. How to renew a driving license in the UK. Again, these are doing really good views, but they're people in the UK, and YouTube doesn't pay you so much money because advertisers want to pay more to see people in Norway, Sweden, Australia, and the United States. This video here, this more on the RPM tip, is how to fix a Kindle. So this could be of interest to anyone in the world. And if I go into the statistics for that, and we'll go into the revenue, and I'll show you the RPM for this video. What's it? It's $3, so it's more than the postage video, and the postage video is really long. This video just shows you how to fix a Kindle, and it's really quick, but the RPM is much more for that. $3.23 for every 1,000 views. Let's go back to the top 10, and I'll go up to the top rated videos. um, IKEA curtains that can appeal to anyone in the world that has an IKEA store. So I've got $32 for that since I published it. If I hit the revenue button and we'll look at the RPM, which is how many dollars, it's $3 per 1,000 views. That's still okay. And I could compare them by going into the advanced tab. I wonder if I should do that. Let me show you my top rated video first. How to get a pack code. This is how to move mobile networks for your cell phone if you're watching in the States. And this is brought in for the same time as most of the other videos, $266. This is 10 times more money that this one brings in. And the great thing with this one, if I hit engagement, you can see the average view duration is 3 minutes, much longer than the other videos. And you can see YouTube is saying it's 1 minute 16 longer than usual. And I think that might help affect the revenue. Yeah, the revenue is $3. It's still quite low, though. It's still half the RPM for the channel that you're watching right now, because it's for people in the UK. Here we go. Share this tab. You can. Oh, right. So thank you. Oh, you've answered some of my questions, which is good, isn't it? So Apinon, can I get monetized in 3 months? And P of the J of the R is correctly helping out. You can, if you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the last year. So it's just clocking up either subscribers or watch time. And you ad got great. So P of the J of the R, I'm interested. Does the ad blocker, does that block the banner ads on YouTube? Does it affect YouTube? Maybe I should get an ad blocker. I just hand over my data left, right, and center. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you said the ad blocker. Sorry, here we go. That I use blocks the ads in the banners and the video as well. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know how that creates. I just try overall, and whatever percent those ad block will have them, but overall, I should, if I get more videos, I get more views, and then I get more revenue. That's the way I'm looking at it this year. So I hope that helps. I can see I've got a warning signal that the internet connection isn't going too well. I think that's because we're at maximum time. It's 10 minutes to 11 o'clock. Everyone in the UK is watching the TV and streaming and probably watching on YouTube as well. So it puts a strain on the internet in this country. My goodness, your questions have been absolutely wonderful. I really appreciate them. If there's anything else that you want to know about YouTube and about my journey and my experiments, please leave a comment. It'd be so good to hear any more questions, and then I'll be able to put them into my next live stream. And I'm thinking of doing this regularly because it's fun. It's so much easier to just do this in real time. I know I've been doing this for about 1 hour and 20 minutes, but I thought if I just show you everything and I don't edit it, you can click along while I'm doing it. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you for taking me to 10,000 subscribers. It's just insane. The thought of 10,000 people in a room is pretty mind-blowing, and now I'm at 11,000 subscribers, and to get 3,000 views a day it's just, I can't get my head around that. As you can see, it's the money is really nice. It's not quite life-changing yet, and the only way that I'm going to get to that, well, I've got a light going out, it's getting a bit, this is like a closing thoughts kind of thing. The only thing that I'm keeping my eye on is getting the next video out. I've got some really good videos coming out. Shall I show you my wall of video? Let's show you my wall of video. If I change cameras again, so we'll go to review just over my shoulder, and I'll just check that you can still hear me. Yeah, you can still hear me on this microphone. Hello, come closer, come closer. So I showed you how StreamYard worked, and I think I am going to get the paid version of this because it is a lot of fun. But over here, if I pan over, these are the ideas that I have for videos coming up. Let's stretch the microphone over so you can still hear me. And maybe, hey, look, say in the comments if there are any of these that you really want. So I've got my dad videos over here, and I've got my YouTube tutorial walkthrough videos here. I'll turn the light over so you can see them better. Wow, look at that. So over here we've got how much money YouTube pays me for 10,000 subscribers. We've done that. Yeah. How to improve your YouTube channel. And that is just walking through everything that I've done to, you know, when you first set up your YouTube channel, you've got to get the avatar, and then you've got to clean up your channel page. I was going to go through some of those, but I'm not sure that many people want to see that. I do morning pages, so I write out stuff that's in my head for 30 minutes every day. And I do that for the first thing that I do in the morning, hopefully before I even check Twitter or the ghastly news. I just see what's going on in my head, and the only thing, I'll keep it at a distance, but the only rule of the morning pages, this is what they look like, is that you keep the pen moving for half an hour, and I do that every morning, and ideas keep coming out of my head when I do that, and then I write them down, I type them up, throw them away. So I thought I'd explain how my morning pages work. How do I link another email to my YouTube? I'm going to be doing that. So that's adding other people to help your YouTube channel. I'm not sure that many people want to see that, so I've got that on the back burner. Got how to make a clickable end screen to your YouTube videos. How to start a mailing list. Oh, I really want to start a mailing list. And I can help with use Substack or MailChimp. And there's a really good Ali Abdaal video on that I want to link to, on the reasons for that. How to delete YouTube and watch history and search. I've made that video. That video is coming out next week or the week after. How to delete a YouTube video. I'm going to do some sound effects. The sound effects that I use on videos. People hate me putting sound effects on my on my videos, and yet the videos that I put my sound effects on, I need a bit of light here, they do really well. So it works. I'm sorry, but it does work, even though some people find that annoying. So I might release some of those. This one here, we talked about why the best YouTube creators have no experience. I talked about that right at the start of the live stream. My background is making YouTube videos for companies here in the UK, and then there's some international companies as well. And that is why I find it really difficult to get videos out here on this channel. So I think if you're new to this, you have such a bigger advantage over people who've done this before, because we're thinking, oh, this isn't good enough. I need to work harder at it. It needs to look better. It's so much better when you experiment and find your own voice. So that was supposed to be a bit of a motivational video there. And then we've got a couple of other ideas: how to delete a playlist on YouTube and make a playlist. Do you use playlists on your channel? Let me know in the comments or on the live chat. I do. I always make sure my videos are linked to a playlist, if only just to order them for me, so I can work out what I've what I've done. Dad gift ideas. I'm going big on that on the Dad Delivers channel because I do unboxings anyway. But I'm going to try and add them up and turn them into videos where if you're looking for ideas for gifts for dads, I'm gonna make more of those. How this time helps my kids. Oh, this timer. Oh, I've made that video. So I've got a new toy down here. This is brilliant. This is coming out on my Dad Delivers channel. Look, it's called like a Pomodoro timer. So you can set the timer and it visually shows the timer being counted down. And that has been really helpful for writing scripts and doing very dull work like making thumbnails. I don't want to make this video because I know it'll get loads of views, but those people watching that will never watch my channel again. And I want to make this video how to get my broadband down by 50%, because I did that. I managed to get my monthly subscription for the internet. Maybe I should be paying more, but how it's going tonight. But I got it reduced from £50, which I think is about $60, down to £20. It's not that interesting. It's just me on a phone call telling the company that I don't want to be with them anymore. So I'm not sure how long that video would last. Let's go back to camera one. Oh, we've got the microphone in shot there. So if there are any video ideas that you'd love to see on this channel, put them in the comments, because I do read them and it does really help spark ideas for the channel. Let's show a few more comments before we wrap up. It's been nice and cozy, hasn't it? I like it with this this light going off. Creative and organised. Thank you. I don't think it is. I don't see it that. I see it as a bit of a mess and a wall of guilt, because these are all the videos that I haven't made yet. But I get really tense because when I think of a video, I want to hold on to it, and then I hold on to it in my head, and that's not a good place to hold on to video. So I just write it out and just get it out of my head and slam it on my wall. I also have like lots of Word docs with scripts half written, and I've got a thing called Notion which captures ideas, and you can make a little card, an electronic card for each idea, and then put links and ideas for script in there. So I've got 3 different places of videos that I am not making. It's my wall of guilt. But thanks thanks for the comment there, appreciate it. You have been so awesome and so patient. I look forward to doing this again, maybe in a couple of weeks, because this channel has hit 2 million views. I removed a lot of videos, so it only shows as, I think, 1.2 million views. But I'll do a recap of which videos are doing well and how you can look that up in the YouTube studio. So that's a last look at the YouTube studio for my dad channel. If this video is helping, thank you so much for hitting the thumbs up button. I do appreciate it. And hitting the subscribe button as well, because I'm going to have a lot more videos, as you can see, where I do more experiments here on YouTube. And right here is what YouTube knows that you're going to want to be watching next. Thanks for being awesome. Good night, everyone.